Okay.
All right. Uh, is it recording?
Yeah.
Sick. All right. How did the clap go? Oh shit! It was like.
Okay, I'll try the clap. Okay.
Okay.
Ready? One, two, three.
All right, that's right.
Yeah. And then after that, the second time, you go.
All right. Yeah, we both go. Uh,
Okay, ready?
yeah.
One,
One, two,
two, three.
three.
One, one,
One, two,
two, three.
three.
One, two, three. One,
That's too many.
two, three. Okay.
Three. That was a lot. That was too much.
Okay. It's okay. We'll sync it up somehow.
um, it's fine. Like, it, it's not gonna be hard to pinpoint where we need to cut or not.
Honestly, no, it's not. It's just us two, so.
Exactly. Um, all right. Do you want me to introduce us, or do you want to do the honors?
Okay, I can try. It won't come out that well, but I can try.
Honestly, it's not as hard as you think. We all been there. You should seen you should have heard Alex the other podcast where you weren't there, and how he ended it too.
Okay, I'm gonna do it then.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so today
Well,
it's just. Huh?
sorry, I thought you were going to do a little pause and then go to
Oh, I mean, okay, we'll do the pause.
just a little, just tiny
Yeah.
pause and then.
Okay, so we're back today, but it's just me, Ashum, and Eris.
Hello,
Yeah,
hi
it's
everyone.
just it's just ooh, it's just us today.
Yep,
But that's okay. We're the funnest members.
we're the funnest. Remember. Yes, we're back at it again with the twofer. Uh,
Two, two for
just
one.
the what was that?
I don't know.
Um, it's it's good. It's all right. It's all good stuff. Last podcast it was just me and Avino, and now it's just Asham and me. And yeah, good old Alex. Um, he's still doing his thing. He's he's,
Traveling the
yeah,
world
he's too
like a
busy traveling
boss.
the world. Think he's too cool for us to join.
He'll
That's
be back though. He'll be trapped by us.
yeah, exactly.
And then he'll never leave.
Yeah, he actually lives inside the podcast. But we let him like loose for a bit so he could see the world.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. Before we shut him in again and never let him go.
exactly. Exactly. And then as for Reno, he was caught up in some business this weekend, so he couldn't join us, which is fine.
Boo.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, exactly. Boo.
We won't deny it.
Uh,
Boo.
boo. um,
Exactly.
all right. Well, to start things off, um, how's your day, Asham?
My day's been pretty good. So it's raining here where I live, and I really
Oh
like the
yeah.
rain because it's a nice change from the usual weather we have. And I also just prefer the cold and
Ooh,
the rain. I like it gloomy, cold, and rainy.
just like my soul. Boom.
Exactly. I feel myself outside. I told my mom this morning, I was like, you know what, Ma? I just want to be outside. And she gave me this face. She's like, are you an idiot? And I told her, yeah, I just want to be outside and I just want to stand in the rain. And she's just like, well, the porch is there. You can go ahead and go stand there right now. And mind you, I was just wearing a shirt and shorts. And so I was
Oh,
like, oh
oh
no,
God.
I'll catch pneumonia or something. I meant like once I'm dressed and like ready to go, I'm
Yeah.
down to like walk around in the rain.
Yeah, that's what you meant.
Yeah, not in
Sure.
my pajamas with a shirt and shorts.
I mean, what's the fun in that? Dressing up for the Wayne.
Exactly. Yeah, and then I've been in the mood also for like coffee cake. Oh my god. So, speaking of coffee cake, I've been in the mood for coffee cake the whole day. And then I thought I would at least get my coffee, but the coffee machine I have broke. And so there was no coffee for me in the morning. And can't imagine how disappointing that was. And then I woke up to my phone broken
Oh,
because
what?
something came off on the side. And because that thing came off, the buttons for the volume on my phone also came off. And so my phone is set at like one volume.
How your phone break?
I don't know. It just came off. I think like the glue came off. Or like I dropped it too many times and it just like
Story
gave
of my life.
out. I have no clue. But I really like this phone because it takes such nice pictures. But I can understand why it's such a fragile phone because it's made out of pure glass.
Oof. Pure
Yeah.
glass?
Yeah, like the whole thing is just glass.
It's kind of like the new. I don't know if it's the new iPhones, but aren't the most recent iPhones like made out of glass as well? Like the back?
Yeah, see this one now. This one's like front and back, but I did exaggerate a bit. The little sides are made of like this cheapy plastic, but the cheapy plastic is what came off, not even the glass. Like the glass is like okay.
Yeah, that's how they get you. They're like, "Ooh, we're gonna make the glass reinforced, but fuck this plastic shit."
Yeah. I've dropped it so many times, but because I have like the little sticky thing that goes on top, I don't know what it's called.
The
The
scratch resistant thing.
Yeah, that thing, like, it absorbed all the shocks and impacts. So, like, that thing is, like, completely destroyed. But, like, the phone itself has one scratch, and that's because I dropped it. I dropped it backwards and not forward.
Mm,
If not, if not, there would be no scratch on it at all.
impressive.
Yeah. Good phone, though. Good pictures. Good quality. Oh, and it was funny because when I was in KCON and I was taking pictures, they were promoting this other phone, like an LG something, and they were like, "Oh, this phone takes the most amazing pictures. Why are you at KCON without this phone? Because then your pictures would be on point." And so I took pictures with that phone that they had as a sample, and then I took pictures with my phone, and I was kind of comparing them, and I'm just like, to be honest, the quality on my camera is a little bit better than your phone. And I was just kind of looking at them like, no, I don't need your phone. My phone is like on point. I don't know what you talking about.
Did you tell them straight up? We're like,
No, because they also like, I ended up competing in like this dance off they were having because I
ooh,
was trying to like, I don't know, win whatever prize they had.
uh-huh.
Ashum lost, but Ashum's best friend won. And so Ashum's best friend got to meet the group that they brought to their booth. So they brought in fact or impact, but I think it's in fact. Some boy band. And so my best friend got to take pictures with them and like um handshake, and that's like I guess a big deal in like the K-con world or the K-pop meeting your favorite group or whatever. But yeah,
she's
it's a
like,
big thing.
she's like, ooh, I touched their hands. I'm never gonna wash these hands.
No, she was just like, I don't even know them. I've never heard their album.
And
Who
yeah,
are you?
but other fans were jealous that she got
Oh,
to.
for sure. The
Ooh.
true fans were jealous as fuck.
You saw their faces?
Yeah. It was like when I was at the booth for Dream Capture, I was right in the front, like right in the middle of the camera. And
Mhm.
so they were passing out albums that had their signature. So they were signed by all the members and I was just like, "Ooh, I want it. I want it." But and then I almost got it too because one of the band members was deciding whether to give it to me or the girl next to me. And so she was kind of looking back and forth and she's kind of like, okay, who wants it more? And then the girl next to me was like screaming. And then she was like naming all the members. And I was like, you know what? You're a true fan. I don't even know who these people are. I dig their music right now, but like I don't know who they are. And so I was like, you know what? Just take the signed album. Like, you deserve it. You're the true fan here. And so she gave the album to the girl next to me.
Oh, that's sweet. At least you let her have it.
Yeah, I'm a nice person, aren't I?
Yeah, when you want to be.
When I want to be. Yeah.
Well, when was KCON? Because I feel like you told me this before. Well, you told me you've been to KCON before.
So KCON was in August. Early August.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You still
I love
writing that?
KCON. I just go to like take pictures with celebrities and stuff.
Nice. You're still writing that KCON fan or KCON high?
No. The high ended like last month.
Oh, last month. All right.
Last month, yeah.
Just barely. Just like a few
Just
days ago.
barely. Yeah. Mostly because I got to brag to my cousin because she's like a big K-pop fan.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I told her I went to KCON and I saw all these celebrities, she's so pissed. I just like making her mad. But I did get her a bag that had like stickers that were signed by like the band members. I'm like, you can't hate me because I got you this.
She still secretly hates you. She's like
She's-
plotting revenge.
yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
tell yourself that. See how.
as she as she tries to kill me.
Yeah, exactly. she she tells you like, yeah, I ain't mad. Like, like of course you take your best friend and not your cousin or whatever. You know,
Yeah.
screw blood, whatever. But
What's
she's
how does the saying go? Like thicker than blood is thicker than water, but water. Shit, I forgot.
the full saying of that is like
Yeah.
blood is thicker than water, or the no, it was like the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, which which means
Oh,
that
okay.
like a blood pact, not necessarily a blood pact, but like you and brothers is thicker and stronger than like than those of your family. And when they mean by water of the womb is like,
Like brother and sister
yeah, and they're referring to like the water inside, like when you're inside your
in the
mom
womb.
in the
Yeah.
womb. Yeah. Well, no, that
Sounds
sounds
like.
better. I don't know why I said it like that. And scratch my last uh
The last part.
the last record. Like scratch that.
We all know. We all heard. No,
No.
just kidding.
What are
No,
those
okay,
people
you're
called?
right. Huh?
Oh, I was just gonna say, what are those people called in the court where they're like taking like this? They're taking records, like the people at the court when they're always typing.
Record keeper?
Is it?
I think so.
I thought it was like more
Recorder?
specific.
I have no clue. I
Huh?
don't know. I don't know the law. I just know like judge, lawyer, plaintiff.
Oh, really?
defendant,
Jury, audience,
jury, attorney.
attorney, defendant.
Basically, those are
Um,
my terms. Solid. The press. If you're famous enough to get press.
you know what? I think you should go to law school.
Do you see me as a lawyer? Do you see me there just like yelling out like defend it, defend it?
I plead the fifth. No, judge. Overruled. Overruled. Objection.
Objection,
Just
Your
like
Honor. He's an idiot.
he's an idiot. Overruled on the count that he's an idiot. That he doesn't know what he's talking.
uh,
The judge is like, you've seen too much TV, but
you need to
I'll allow it.
calm down. uh, that's funny.
Oh man, what were we talking
But
about
yeah.
before?
Oh, we're talking about the blood pack. And
Oh
I was
yeah.
gonna say I was gonna say you're right. Me and my best friend, we made a blood pact.
Did you really?
No, we didn't. I was just
I
kidding. But I
was
was
like,
just
whoa,
saying, like,
shit, you guys
she
are
and I
hardcore.
we're part of the blood covenant, and like we made a blood pact, and so like the blood of the covenant is thicker than water of the womb.
Oh, really? Now, do tell.
Huh?
Would you ever make? Would you ever make a blood pack with someone?
No. Well, I
Shit.
don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. I would. It's someone you really have to trust and like make sure they don't have any like diseases or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Spread that shit around. Have you seen the new It movie?
No, I haven't.
Did I not
Wait,
watch it with you? No, I
is there
didn't
a new
watch it.
part two?
No, part one.
Oh,
Oh, you're still in
I've seen
DC
part one.
at this time.
Yes, but I saw it.
Remember
Was
at
I
the
in
end?
DC?
Yeah, yeah, cause like I would have totally invited you if
Then where
you're
did I see it?
in
Oh, I saw it
DC
online.
or online. Cause I watched it with Davino, Alex, and then two other friends. Can't I can't really name them.
It's
But
okay.
anyway, yeah, I saw it with them, but yeah, not with you. But the reason why I bring it up is spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen this movie, and you should go out there and watch it. It's fantastic. Um, Remember at the end where they did the blood oath, the blood pack? They're
Yeah.
just bleeding everywhere. Like these children are just like cutting their hands, and like God, they're just like, well, good thing they're children. Like as far as we know, like they don't have any like diseases or anything.
Disease, yeah.
Yeah, but if you were to do that with a bunch of college students
Oh
or
yeah, you don't
adults,
know. You don't know what's going on there.
yeah, like get yourself checked. Oh, for our listeners out there, this is your daily reminder to get checked. All right,
Yeah.
doesn't matter how long it's been, except it's like if it's been like a week or whatever. But if you've been hoeing around, no shame. But like
No shame, yeah.
even if
Go
it's been
go get checked.
even been within a week, get yourself checked. Better be safe than sorry. You don't want to spread that shit around.
Yeah. I heard that if you, well, I don't know. I've heard that if you like hoe around a lot, you should get checked at least like a week.
Oh, really?
Every week, yeah.
But like, what's like definition of? I think
No,
because
that's my thing too. I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, does that
yeah,
mean like
exactly. Because
if I'm
everyone,
doing it on a daily basis? If I'm
huh?
like do if I'm doing it in a daily basis? If I'm doing it more than like 3 times a daily basis? Like, what does that mean? But
Well,
that's what I've seen.
especially
It's
if
like,
it's. Oh, I was just gonna say, and also like definitely if it's like with other people, because if it's the same person, then you know,
oh yeah, you're right.
yeah, exactly. Like if like you're monogamous, then like probably not as often, as long as like you fully trust your partner as well.
Yeah.
Um, but if you're also, but but then how often should you be checked if you're like seeing multiple people?
Yeah.
And but then how many times. Yeah, like it's all relative. Like but I'm sure there's because I remember reading something similar to that. I'm sure there's like
There's
a
like a better
recommendation.
definition, a better recommendation. Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely a recommendation out there of like depending on the amount you are sexually active, then you
Yeah.
should be checked this many times.
Exactly.
But yeah, um, you heard it here, folks.
Get checked.
Yep, go check.
Don't spread them diseases.
Please don't. We don't.
And take care.
Yeah, take care of yourself. Go to the doctors. Be educated. Be educated. Be safe. Be smart. You know.
Wear protection.
Yes, please use protection. Like it doesn't matter how often or how not often you do it. Just whatever, just whenever you can use protection.
Exactly.
Um, but yeah. Anyway, be educated out there, kids.
Yep.
Um, what are we talking about? This is just jumped from everywhere. We're talking about
We took a
K-Con
turn.
and your cousin.
And then we got to the blood covenant, and then we got into the blood
Oh, that's
pact,
right.
and then we got into this conversation.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But yeah, moral of the story is, um, I probably would not do a blood pack anytime soon with anyone. I don't know if I feel close enough to do that with anyone.
Exactly. I mean, if I don't know, if I find someone who like I super trust a lot, and the topic comes up where it's like, "Hey Ashum, would you do a blood pact with me?" I'll be like, "Okay,
Just willy nilly. Okay. Yeah, sure.
okay."
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
go tell that.
No, I wouldn't do a blood pact with her.
Oh damn, she dirty.
No, she's not. It's just that like I don't know. Well, one she probably wouldn't be the type to like do a blood pact.
Right. Yeah, like you
But
have
if
to be
she was, I don't know. I feel like no, it would make things awkward. I don't know how, but like
like we're
it
too
would
close.
be.
Like what?
Yeah, we're too close. We're too close.
What kind
Friend.
like but then I don't know, like if it's not like with your partner or like a really good friend or really close friend, then who else would it be? Like some random
Uh,
stranger?
no, I think they would have to be part of my covenant. I don't know.
You're coming your actual cult.
An actual oh, let me tell you something funny.
You
So
started a cult?
almost, I joined a cult.
What?
No, I'm
No.
kidding. No,
What?
let me tell you. Let me tell you what happened. Okay. So a couple of days ago, my mom and I were going out to go eat breakfast, and so she was like, It was just a kind of awkward silence in the car, and I was just like trying to listen to music. 'Cause, like it was also raining, but we were hungry, so we went to go eat breakfast. And then all of a sudden, she's just like, "I had a dream last night," and I was like, "Oh really? What was your dream?" And she's like, I had a dream that you ended up flying to Colorado, and you were going to Colorado because you were out there going to like go to school to pursue your dreams as like a PA and whatnot. And then like you call me a couple days later and you're like, I need to tell you something. And then I'm like, what? And you're like, you need to fly over here. And I was scared because I was like, what does she mean? And
Uh-huh.
so I go over there to Colorado, and when I get there, you seem so like tired and like you haven't slept, and like you lost a lot of weight, and you were like, "Hi, mom." And I was like, "Hi, daughter." But
Hi, daughter.
hi,
Hello,
daughter.
mother. Hi, daughter.
Hi, daughter. And then you just like, "Okay, I have like a taxi. Let's go." And so we get to where you're staying, and you're staying with this like elderly couple. And then I'm just like, "Okay, hello, nice to meet you." And they seem very nice. And then you tell me at one point, as we're like as we're going through Colorado and like searching, you're like, "Mom, I joined a cult." And I'm just like, "What the fuck?" And then the old couple was with us. And then the old guy who's like old enough to be your dad, who's like gross looking and whatnot, he's
Gross
like,
looking.
"Yes, your daughter and I are getting married
Oh my god.
because I'm the cult leader and whatnot." And
I'm the cold leader.
I'm the cult leader.
Were
And
you
my mom,
inspired by Unbreakable? Oh wait, this was your
no, this is
mom's
my
dream.
mom. It's my mom's dream.
Oh,
And
interesting.
she was so pissed. And she's like, at that point, like, I grabbed you. And then, like, we started making a run for it. But then the guy's wife and then the guy, like, tried to stop us from running. And so I had to, like, fight them off. But you were too scared to do anything. So you kind of just stood there. and then, and then, um, And then after that, like, we took a taxi and we went to the airport, and you were like, "No, we can't leave, Ma. They have people there. They have people that are watching and waiting." And then my mom was like, "I don't care. I'm gonna go. We're leaving this place, and we're never coming back." And then she got to the airport, and then that's when she woke up.
She saved you. She saved you from being a cult.
Exactly.
That's a good mom.
Uh,
That's funny.
yeah, and I think what inspired her wasn't Unbreakable. But it was that she saw this documentary about this one cult dude. No, not a cult dude. It's on Netflix. I forgot what it's called, but it's like the title had something to do with
But
like
what?
getting kidnapped out in the open or something like that. Kidnapped out in the open or something. And like she kept talking about that documentary for like a week. A documentary. Hello? Hello?
Call
Emmy,
failed.
did you die? Did you get kidnapped?
No.
Are you okay?
God damn it. We barely have like 30 minutes of. God damn it. Oh boy. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
I hate this.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Great. Hold on. Let me switch my ear.
Your ear.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
Did you stop recording?
No, I kept going.
Yeah, I'll just edit the everything.
Cool.
Oh,
You'll hear me be like, Emmy, Emmy, Aries, did you die? Did the coven kidnap you? That's
yeah.
basically what I said.
In my recording, it's just a bunch of sighs and cursing and
Oh, you
shouting your
want to know
name.
something? The last time, remember how like this happened with like the recording that I ended up editing?
Yeah.
So like your audio didn't pick up anything. It just went blank.
Uh,
And I was like, "Oh, I didn't get to hear her curse that
oh,
she
I
wasn't
must
there."
have muted my mic because I don't want. I don't
She
want.
what?
Yeah, I didn't. I don't want. I didn't want my mic to pick up everything I was saying.
You're cursing.
Yeah, pretty
You being
much.
like, "Fuck Facebook."
Honestly, at this point, I think Facebook's doing this on purpose.
Yeah, they don't want us to do a podcast because we're too funny.
Or too funny.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, and it's just jealous.
Exactly.
What's that
Mark
static
Zuckerberg, you
behind
are
you?
jealous. Huh?
That's static in the background.
Oh, it's my heater. I'm cold. I had
God.
to move closer to the heater because it's closest to the charger. But I can move further away from it. Can you hear it though?
No, you're good. Um, we could we could pick we could pick up where you're where you're explaining in the dream of like uh what inspired her to be in the government or have that dream, something like
Oh
that.
right. Oh, so what was inspiring her might have been like this Netflix show that she got into, and she'd been talking about it for a week, and it was like, I don't remember the name, but it's like Kidnapped in the Open or something like that. And it was basically about this crazy dude who like tricks this family into basically, I feel like everyone in the family ended up sleeping with him at some point.
Oh Jesus.
Like the dad slept with him, the mom slept with him. Unfortunately, the daughters as well. He was just creepy man who like tricked them.
Good God.
Yeah.
How did he sleep with everyone? Like even like the dad? Jeez.
Because he
Oh,
was
man,
like
he's
such good friend. Like, this is what my mom told me. She was like, yeah. So, like, the creepy dude's name is Bob, and the other guy was named Paul. And so, what he said was that, like, oh, yeah, like, I haven't been getting any from my wife. Like, we've been having so much trouble. Like, I just need help getting, like, some relief. And
get
like,
laid.
Paul, you're my best friend, and like, you know I'd do anything for you. So could you help me out this one time with like helping me masturbate? And then like Paul was like, I don't know, man, I don't know about that. But Bob was like, oh, come on, Paul, like
Like take
please.
one for the
It's
team.
it's it's the only favor I'll ever ask you. Like, please, could you just do this one thing for me? And then Paul's like, all right, man, all right. For you, I'll do it. And so, like, yeah, he like masturbated to like Bob
did
or Paul. Bob masturbated to Paul.
did
And then
uh,
he
dur-
used that and threatened Paul.
oh that that's obviously the next logical step in this cult-minded guy. Um,
Yeah.
but during the whole exchange, did they shout like "no homo" during the whole thing? It doesn't count if you shout "no
Maybe.
homo."
We don't exactly know what went
Hey, bro.
on.
Hey, bro. We're just friends, okay? But like, can you do me this
But
one
look,
favor, bro? Hey, dude. Hey,
please,
bro.
my wife. I don't get any from her these days. Please.
I can't believe it. Oh,
uh,
that's crazy. It's like, hey, bro. Like, come on, help a brother out. Come on.
it'll
Like,
just be
so,
this
come
one
on.
time.
We did a blood pact. Come on.
We're part of the coven now.
Come on, bro.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
funny. That's sad that happened to that.
Yeah.
Are they okay? Like, are they good?
Um, I don't know. I haven't
Are
seen the
they dead?
documentary. All I can think of is like emotional scarring, but I
Oh,
think
okay.
they're all alive. Paul, not Paul, Bob. Bob's in jail.
That's good. Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh my god, and then Paul ended up sleeping with, no, Bob ended up sleeping with Paul's wife.
Oh,
They were having an
of
affair,
course.
which is why I'm like, he got both of them.
He did get that charming skills up. He increased his charm level, his
Really?
charisma.
Yeah.
Good God. Um, Speaking of weird dreams, like m- around Wednesday, I want to say, I had this one dream where um it was what the I just hear this I just hear your heater just going off.
My heater? But I'm away
Yeah,
from it.
it's pretty loud.
Oh, maybe it's because I have like two different mics close to each other.
Oh,
Could that be
maybe.
it?
Uh, I, I don't know. At this point, like it's any. At this point, it doesn't really matter. Um, but
The
as I was
point is
saying,
we hear each other. That's a
well,
win.
that's a win. Um, so midweek, I had this one dream where like I don't, I never remember how they start. I think that's for most people, but I don't know. I can't exactly remember how it started, but basically, like it was not post-apocalyptic. It was just kind of in the future, but it was kind of like the whole atmosphere was dark and gloomy. I just remember like apparently I had cancer, but like no
Oh,
one ever said it in the dream. It was it was one of those things where when you have a dream and like you just know something even though it hasn't been said. Like
yeah.
it, it was exactly like that. Like I was just very sick. Like I was always throwing up and I was kind of pale and like I was always sweating and shivering. And I was in line and I was in this building and it had like a bunch of stuff, but I was in line with other people and
Mhm.
I think we were all sick as well. And like we're just in line for medicine. And I just remember that like I was just dying and I was like, oh fuck, this is it. I'm dead. This is it.
Oh
This is the
no.
end. And but like a friend or something, like she helped me out and like she was able to get the medicine. Um and like um I couldn't use the medicine. Like I didn't like have enough strength to use the medicine on myself or like take the medicine. So she had to do it for me and help me out. Like she basically like saved my life, right?
Uh-huh.
And and I don't, I don't know how it happened or like I don't know how it happened or it didn't really show anything, but like at a certain point, um, apparently we ended up dating. I just ended up dating her. I was like, okay, yeah, sure, date the person that saved my life or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But I don't remember that part. I just remember that was a fact that happened. Like after she saved my life, we dated. But we I know. And then but we broke up, and then
She went cray
she
cray.
no, well, no, I don't think so, but like she ended up dating this other dude, right? But we were still like good friends, and still like we stayed friends, right? Story of my life. And if at one point it's me, her boyfriend, and Tony Stark was there. And yeah, I know. And we were like at some like another country out in the desert, like, but apparently it was a tourist spot, even though like we had to park very far away, and we had to like walk to this like rundown town in the middle of the desert, but apparently it was a tourist spot. And I somehow had the powers of Spider-Man. And so yeah, I don't know. Um and then I don't know, some villains like, came to town, or like, and I had to save the day, so like I used my Spidey powers to like save people, and like I saved her.
My
Um
spidey senses are tingling.
oh yeah, definitely. Apparently I was suspicious of Tony Stark as well. Like she was suspicious of Tony, and like that that made, and then from there made me suspicious of him, even though he didn't do anything to her. It was weird. Um, but and he ended up being I actually he ended up being the villain. Um,
Tony Stark?
what? Oh
Tony
yeah,
was the villain?
yeah. Tony Stark ended up being the villain in my dream. Um, I didn't exactly fight him, but he just did some shady stuff. I can't really remember what it was. And then yeah, I was like Spider-Man, and I saved the day, but like she was still with her boyfriend, so it didn't really
You
matter.
were like,
um, yeah. Um, moral of that dream is don't don't date anyone who saved your life. And but
overall.
you might end up getting Spidey powers and fight Tony Stark.
Ooh.
I kind of wish I
Then you
had
should go
Spider-Man
for
powers.
it. You want
Well,
Spider Man's powers?
I low key do now.
Whose powers would I want? I would want Thor's powers.
Thor,
Thor. Yeah.
God of Thunder.
With my hammer. Whoosh.
Whoosh. What would be the first thing you do if you had Thor's powers?
I would fly.
Yeah, you could do that with like any
and I would
other.
summon myself with lightning. Oh, you know what? I would summon
Okay,
lightning.
okay.
That's what I would do.
Oh, there you go. Even better.
And then from
Yeah.
DC World, I would want to be or I would want to have Superman's powers. Better yet, I would want to be Superman.
You want be Superman.
Yeah, so I guess I'd be no, I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd want Superman's powers. And I want to be Superman.
What would be the first thing you do as Superman?
Fly
There.
and then use and fly to the Arctic and then like use
Build
my
a home
like
there.
maybe I
I mean,
would
that's what he
I would
did.
fly and then I would like I would I would I would use my like what is it he has like does he have laser eyes?
Yeah, he has
Okay,
laser
then
powers.
I'm gonna use my laser powers
To
and
do
shoot it
what?
at the ice.
Shoot at the eyes?
Yeah.
we're experiencing the ice melting. You're just gonna cause more global warming.
That doesn't make me a Superman.
Makes you an evil villain.
Oh, it does.
Nah, I was just joking. Speaking of which, because Avina was talking about this last time. Did you see the? Have you heard of the movie Brightburn?
Brightburn, no.
Basically, you should look it up. Basically, it's basically if Superman were to turn evil. Like it's not based on Superman or anything, but it's basically it's the same premise where a kid falls a, a alien kid comes to Earth, crash lands
Mhm.
to Earth, and these two couples, or this one couple adopts him, and he has all the powers of Superman. But instead of using them for good, he uses them for evil, and just takes place him as a kid, and he's basically going to murder people.
Oh shit.
Yeah, looks
I'm
really
gonna look
interesting.
into that. Yeah. An
Uh,
evilish Superman.
it's called Brightburn. Don't type in evilish Superman.
No, I know, but like it's an evilish type Superman person.
Basically,
Okay, I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna watch it.
you're gonna watch it now.
Not now, because I'm watching my horror stuff, but like I would eventually watch it.
Speaking of horror-ish stuff, one of my co well, a few of my coworkers recommended me this show called You, like the word you on Netflix.
Oh, I haven't seen it. I've seen the trailer for it.
It's interesting. It's definitely a slow burn.
Yeah.
Um, it's it's less gritty than I thought, but honestly,
Should we tell people what it's about?
what?
Like the listeners tell them what you is about.
All right. Yeah, 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 sure.
Okay. What's
um,
it about, Emmy?
do you, do you want to explain this one though?
No, not really. Because I think I might be confusing it with another one now that I think about it. Because
Um,
there's two that kind of had like the same like kind of concept, and so I think I might be confusing you with the other one, or
oh,
vice versa.
okay. Basically, what you is about this guy. He seems ordinary. He works at a bookshop.
Okay, then yeah, it's the one I was thinking about.
Cool.
Anyways, keep going. Sorry.
No, no, it's all right. I'm glad we're talking about the same thing.
Uh huh.
Um, and yeah, one day a girl comes in, and he like it's love at first sight, according to him, and like he falls in love and
Mhm.
whatever. And then he's like, and then he begins to stalk her,
Mhm.
and during the episode, like you hear his thoughts, you hear his as like he stalks her, you hear what he's thinking, and
Uh huh.
he basically presents himself as a good guy, quote unquote,
Good
thinking that
guy.
like, oh yeah, exactly, like a nice
I'm a
guy
good
trademark.
guy. I'm a nice guy. I don't get
Exactly,
why you're not dating me.
exactly. But the thing is, he's actually very charming, and like he doesn't present himself as a threat, like for obvious reasons. Like when
Yeah.
you look at him, he doesn't seem threatful. He seems like he's actually a good guy, and like for the most part, that's how it is. But
Mhm.
he's basically stalking her and intruding in her space and everything, and trying to figure out everything about her. And then he eventually just as they're begin he eventually well, I won't say much, but they eventually date, and he basically like manipulates her into thinking that he's the one for her.
Uh huh.
Um, and that he and that he and also he tries to get rid of everyone who's like an obstacle in his way, and to make it he tries to get rid of all the people in her life that presents as an obstacle for him. So he first gets rid of her ex-boyfriend. And then
Of
I
course.
haven't finished it. I'm like halfway through it, but I think he's going to start getting rid of her best friend next. Um and yeah, he it's basically a stalker story, but it's a slow burn. But
You know what it reminded me
uh,
of when I saw the trailer?
hmm.
Do you remember when I shared those YouTube videos with you about like the nice guys and then like the
Oh
nice guy
yeah.
journal?
Yeah, I still watch those ones. He posts new videos still.
I know. But it reminded me specifically of the one where the guy like was writing in his journal and like he was writing like all his thoughts on like this one chick that he was stalking and like how like he basically planned out their wedding and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
That's what it reminded me of, and I'm like, that particular one reminded me of it.
Yeah, that's basically how he is. He's thinking, oh, what would our kids say about our encounter? Like, oh, this love story for the ages. And he basically like, well, in his own thoughts, he kind of like gaslights her as well. I think
Hmm.
he might start gaslighting her as well. Um and and just saying that like you're smarter than this, and you should, like, you don't need these kind of people in your life. Like, you don't need to like pretend like you're in the party scene. Like, you're I know you're a real deep and thoughtful person. And sometimes he slips up of information that he's not supposed to know. Like, for example, on one of their like little outings or little dates, um um they're they're buying a new bed for her, or she needs to buy a new
Hmm.
bed because like she broke her bed while having like sex with another dude. And like, he would watch her through the window, so he knows this already. And so as they're scouting for beds, she's like, "Oh man, I don't know if I want a queen size bed or a king size bed." And he told her like, "Oh, I don't think a king size bed is going to fit in your apartment." And this is before this is before she let him in his apartment. But because he's already been in her apartment, or because he broke in, um, he already knows that a king size bed wouldn't fit. But then she's like, "Wait, how do you know that a king size bed wouldn't fit in my apartment?" And then he's like,
Creeper.
"Oh, well." Well, exactly, he's a stalker, but he plays it out so he every time he slips up, he plays it out really smoothly and nonchalant. Like, his excuse was, "Oh, well, you know, what king size bed will fit in a New York apartment," kind of deal.
Oh shit.
And she's like, "Oh, yeah, exactly." And
Yeah,
she's like,
yeah, that
"Oh,
makes
yeah, you're
sense.
right."
Yeah, you smart. You get it. But like, no, I
No,
actually
he's
like
really
going
smart.
into your apartment.
Um,
It's crazy.
um, but yeah, he's actually really smart, and he's like really charming, and like he's actually pretty good looking. He's pretty handsome. Have you seen Easy A
No, I haven't.
with Emma Stone? Oh,
No,
you haven't?
no.
Oh, highly recommend that movie. But also the guy in Easy A, um, uh, is it the main dude? I think so. Well, the guy at the end that she ends up with, that Emma Stone ends up with, that's the same dude who's in You. So what I'm trying to say,
Oh,
he's in Easy A.
interesting. Yeah,
Um,
the overall point. He's an easy A. Okay,
he's in
I
Easy.
I'll definitely check it
But I
out because
recommend
it
that
looks
movie.
really
That's a funny
interesting.
movie.
Yeah, it's on my to watch list.
As like I don't love it. I don't absolutely love it, but I don't hate it. Like I obviously because I'm like 4 or 5 episodes deep, but I enjoy it enough where I'm just like, ooh, what's gonna happen next? And then and he hasn't mentioned too much about her, but he has this mysterious ex. So we'll see what happens with that.
He, the crazy dude?
Oh, apparently it got renewed for season 2. Yeah, the crazy dude.
Crazy
He has
crazy dude has an ex?
he has
Ooh,
an
maybe
ex
she
that
crazy too.
like broke his heart. Oh, maybe
Ooh,
she's crazy too. Yeah,
yeah.
maybe. But
I
yeah,
hope so. Then it's
she
crazy
broke
versus
his heart
crazy
pretty
versus
bad.
normal. Oh, that's why he crazy. Damn.
I'm pretty sure he she broke his heart because he was crazy and he's going crazy.
True.
I don't think I don't think he became crazy after that. I think he was crazy to begin
I
with,
hope
and
it's
she
like
saw
that,
through
yeah.
to
Because I
him.
don't want it to be like, oh yeah, it was the other girl's fault. That's why he went crazy. No, he was crazy to begin with.
Either
Huh?
way, it's not excusable. Just
Yeah.
hello.
Hello?
Yeah, either way, it's not excusable. Yeah,
Well, it's not.
I
Wait, to
hear you.
clarify, because I didn't
You
hear
hear me?
you. Yeah, what did you say before?
Oh, because you're saying that you're hoping that he was always crazy and not and he didn't turn crazy because of his like ex,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And I was saying that either way, it's not him being crazy is not excusable. Like there's no excuse for him to like be crazy.
Oh, for sure.
Like of course there's like the bad childhood that he probably had. There's not too much into his past. It goes in and out talking about his past, but either
Oh,
way,
it
that
does?
boy needs help.
He needs a psychologist. I want to look into it. I think
Yeah.
I'll try watching it. How many episodes is it?
Um, no more than 10. They're about an hour. They're like 45 minutes each.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad.
Um, yeah, I want to say yeah, 10 episodes for sure. Um, definitely 10.
Then I will look into it.
Yeah, check it out if you're interested.
Oh, I
Oh,
saw one
speaking
episode
of
of
which,
Black Mirror.
oh,
Finally.
finally. God damn, I've been on your case about watching it and you never did. What made
I
you
saw
want to
one
watch
episode.
it?
I didn't want to watch it, but what ended up happening is that when I was in Mexico, my cousins like were playing it, and they were like, come on, the whole family, let's go, let's watch it." And I was like, "Oh, these fuckers!" But I was like, "Family time," and
Family
so we
time.
watched one episode.
Which one?
We watched, I think it was called Black Museum. That was a good episode.
Like it is, it's really a good episode, but you know what? I can't really complain. It's just I was hoping. You know what? It's fine. Cause technically there's no order. Like you watch them out of order, but yeah, that's a great episode. But if you've seen the other episodes, you get a lot more of the references in Black Museum. Because Black Museum is chock full of references to other episodes.
Oh, okay. Then I'll do that.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because my
Um.
cousins were trying to get my aunt into Black Mirror and then they chose that episode.
I mean, it's a good
Hmm.
episode. I don't
It
know if
is.
that would be
But
the
if there's
episode
like
I
a lot of
choose.
references, wouldn't it have been better to watch an earlier episode?
Well, the
Or
references
like the
are
first episode?
what I mean by references is that there are a lot of Easter eggs. So, like in the background of the episode, you see like different artifacts, and you could find those in other episodes. But in
Oh,
the episode
interesting.
itself, from what I remember, they don't talk about other episodes. They just talk about whatever the plot is of that episode. But the
Oh,
the Easter eggs that happen are in the background of the other artifacts within the museum, even though they don't talk about it or mention it.
I see, I see.
Because Black Mirror is pretty good in just hiding Easter eggs of like other episodes they've done within their episodes. That's what they did with their movie that they came out with.
Is the movie the one on Netflix that's like interactive?
Yep, Bandersnatch.
Have you seen it?
Yep, I played it.
Oh, is it good?
um, it's interesting. It's good enough where it keeps you um wanting to play all the paths and
Oh.
enough to gain your attention and keep your attention of like what's going to happen next. It's like a pretty straightforward like plot to follow, but it's for what for like a very for a very uh fairly new medium of interactive like TV shows and movies. Um
Mhm.
that whole like medium is still new, so their execution is like it's still pretty good. It's still like the transitions of like choices are smooth. Um they did a pretty good job with it. Um it's like not the most interesting plot, but because it's still a fairly new territory, it still holds its ground, and I'm excited for this new medium of like expanding and improving on this interactive like movie watching and TVs. I don't know if it's like my favorite thing of like wanting to interact with like my movies, but you know, I'll
Uh-huh.
give it a chance. Um
Hmm. Interesting.
the acting is excellent though. Like I, it's the music's fantastic too. Um
That's good.
I recommend it. You should definitely check it out. There are Easter eggs in it of like episodes they've done previously, but you don't like I say you don't have to watch any of the episodes to understand any other episode. They're all
Mm.
standalone. So
Okay.
yeah, I recommend Black Mirror to anyone who especially to anyone who like enjoys like the Twilight Zone, um, the X Files, uh, Tell in the Dark, or what was it like Cryptid Tales, something like that.
I have no clue.
Ah, that one's a really old show. Um, or like Goosebumps even. Just
Ooh.
um to people who like just standalone episodes kind of deal that deal with the supernatural or with technology. Black Mirror is more technology. There's not a supernatural element per se. It mostly deals
Mhm.
with uh, technology and um like what would happen if we let it get out of hand. Um, I definitely remember the first episode of season one of Black Mirror. It's called like something of the nation, and I don't know if you ever heard or if you know anything of the first episode of Black Mirror, but it's pretty gritty. Like God, it's pretty not gruesome, but it's um it's kind of hard to watch during the end, because they don't show it, but you know what's happening. Basically, the do you want to know what the plot of that one is?
No, I want to watch it.
No, well, I won't tell you what happens, but do you want to like the little summary, or not summary, but like the plot of the story in episode 1?
Yeah, tell me about it.
Basically, like they're in London, and I think he's the chancellor or something. I'm not too familiar with the titles, but basically,
Mhm.
one of, like the queen's like princesses or something gets kidnapped, and in
Mhm.
order to bring her back, um, the the guy who kidnapped her has only one request, and that is if the chancellor like fucks a pig. Yeah, and
The Chancellor what?
yeah, screws the pig, like has sex with the pig.
What the?
Yeah. Um.
Okay.
Well, I can't tell you more without spoiling
I
it.
know. Okay.
Um. And yeah, that was
This show's crazy. I like
no,
it.
it was pretty crazy. Um. If you do like end up enjoying Black Mirror, I also recommend do you have Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
So on their like Amazon like original um shows or whatever, I forgot, it's Amazon Video or something like that.
Mhm.
Um they have this one series called Electric Dreams, and it's based on short stories of this like author, but the way I like to describe it is basically the Black Mirror of Amazon Prime. And it's basically the same thing. Each is their own standalone, and and it's pretty good too. I really enjoy it. It has more of a sci-fi feel than it does with Black Mirror, in my opinion.
Oh, okay.
Like it's more, yeah, it's more sci-fi-ish, definitely. Because with
Then
Black
I'll
Mirror,
also check it out as well.
they tend to try to keep it what?
Check it out as well.
Yeah, there's like 10 episodes maybe. Because like with Black Mirror, they try to keep it more like realistic and down to earth, and try not to
Mhm.
go overboard with like with flying cars and robots and like what a lot of futuristic sci-fi movies have.
Mhm.
um Black Mirror doesn't try to do that, but with Electric Dreams, it's a bit, it's a little more towards that side of sci-fi.
Then I'll check it
um
out.
yeah, that's been my review of shows.
Elec- Electric Dreams.
My recommendations. Yeah,
That's
not a lot of
good.
people have heard of it. Granted, because it's on Amazon, but um, I recommend it. Definitely do.
Okay.
Let me know when you see more like Black Mirror.
Okay, but it probably won't be for a while.
Yeah,
I
you're
have
busy.
I'm busy with my games and whatnot.
Oh yeah, I want to ask you, how's Kingdom Hearts? Because I know you got it.
It's lovely. It is wonderful.
It's
I've
lovely.
fallen in love with it again. It's so awesome. Although
Have you?
there's like they added these kinds of attacks where it's they're like these big attacks where like Goofy, Donald, and Sora attack together. And
Hmm.
like so far I've seen the ship attack, the what was it? The train attack. And I'm just like, okay, I get the train one. The train attack is pretty useful. But the ship attack, I don't know. It just like it spins me around in one place and then like the ship just goes forward and backwards and like it's a bit hard to control in my opinion. I might be doing it wrong, but it's a bit hard.
Um, Not to harsh your vibes or anything, but you're doing it wrong.
I know, probably.
I'm just playing. I have no idea. I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about, but
Yeah.
because I haven't played the game. But I'm sure. I'm sure you'll figure it out. How far are you
Hopefully,
into it?
cause there's like 7 worlds, maybe more than that. I'm not sure. I haven't counted. And like I barely finished one world, which was Olympus.
Oh shoot!
Like
Really?
from Hercules.
Oh
And I
damn!
moved into the second one, which is Twilight Town. I love
Twilight.
Twilight Town. It is like the town I want to live in. It's always like afternoon setting,
What is
and
that
it's
based
just
on?
not anywhere. It's like unique to the game, to the franchise Kingdom Hearts.
Oh okay. Yeah, cause I thought it was like based on like one of their movies or something. You know how like there's cause
Yeah,
how you said
but
Olympia, Hercules.
no, this one's original to the game.
Oh
But I
nice.
love it.
Cool,
It's
cool.
such a nice town. The people are so nice. They brought back two characters from the town, and I'm just like, aw, I haven't seen you guys in like 10 years. Y'all have changed, but I still love y'all. But yeah, it's such a good game. I love it.
And you can follow
I love the
along
franchise.
with the story.
Huh?
And you follow along well with what's happening like with the story of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I didn't have the PlayStation to like play Kingdom Hearts 1 or like Kingdom Hearts 2. So I watched like YouTube videos on it or like I would read summaries and then like
Oh.
of course the amount of fan fiction I read that gives away like the plot the
Right,
plot
but
of
if you
what's
can't
going on.
right, but I mean that's understandable. Like you gotta do what you gotta do, especially if you can't play a game.
Yeah.
Like you
And
gotta
then
like
I've only had like the DS games, so like my
mhm.
actual gameplay experience with Kingdom Hearts is through like the DSs.
Honestly, I'm impressed. I'm surprised that you end up you ended up falling in love with the game without even playing it. How how? Like how'd
Cause
you first hear about
the
it?
plot is so good, and I did play the game. I played it through the DS.
Uh, right, but the DS games, right? Or was it
Yeah,
but
like I
was the
played Kingdom Hearts. Um, what was it? 365 days something to. I
was the
played that
first
one, and
game
that's how I
on
got into it. Huh?
did they release the first game on the DS as well though?
No, so like the Kingdom Hearts games, like Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2, are uniquely to the PlayStation. But throughout the years, Kingdom Hearts has been releasing these like other games that have like that you can play them on the DS or what was the other one? DS.
Maybe the 2DS.
Yeah, the DS, basically the DSs. The 2DS, the 3DS, like they've released those games, and like those games are like they give you like pieces of the plot of what's going on. So it's like
Yeah.
another story to the full story.
Yeah, Vino was telling me a little bit about that because like he basically played most, or I want to say almost all of them, like not only on the PlayStation, the handhelds.
Yeah.
So he was telling me a little bit about how convoluted they decided to spread out their fucking plot, damn
Oh
story.
yeah, it's so fucking convoluted. It's like they they went from like going straight to the story and then like they did Kingdom Hearts 1 and then I think Kingdom Hearts 2 and then like from that point they just split off into like different directions, but like all these directions end up coming together to like this final game, Kingdom Hearts 3, and like it's going to tie up everything.
Is Kingdom Hearts the final game? They said.
Uh, in terms of the villain that you're facing off right now from all the other games, yes. But there's a possibility that Kingdom Hearts will like continue just
Mm,
with like a different villain.
I mean, more power to them.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how that'll turn out, but we'll see.
Maybe they'll do a time skip.
Maybe. Oh, it's gonna suck though. I'm old now. It took them 10 years to release this game.
Well, I meant true, but I meant maybe like in 5 years, maybe like in the next 5 years, they'll release their game. But in the game, like 20 years has passed or 10 years has passed. You know?
No, I know, but I'm thinking if a game like that were to exist, when would it come out? Like when I'm old, and then if they pull another like, ooh, let's wait 10 years to release the next one, like I'll be like what 40, 50?
Well, who said you have to have a limit on how old you have to play video games?
That's
There's
true.
people in their 30s still making like money off of playing video games professionally.
Oh yeah, you're right. But
Plus,
I don't know. I don't know if my hands will be able to move at the speed to like
dude,
push the buttons and like
you're 40. You're not 80 and dying. Come
I
on,
said 50. 50 is when you start kind of getting arthritis.
man, that's quitters talk.
I can't hold the control of my arthritis. You're like, no, you can still play. If you're breathing,
Dude,
you're still able to play.
are you kidding me, dude? When we're 50, we're gonna have like VR everything. So just play with your body. You probably just play with your
Play with your
eyes. Like they'll
mind.
probably just have one adapted with your eyeball movements and like voice command. There's also voice command like
That's
jump, jump, fight, scurry, roll.
uh, true.
Mm,
I didn't
that
ask
is
you, but
future.
how was your day today?
Oh, okay. After like an hour and a half.
Yes, because we sidetracked. That's why. But how's your day?
My day is actually fine. Um, ate some good food. Um, watched you, watched TV. The show you. I didn't actually watch like you personally, or did I? Uh, or am
Ooh.
I stalking you outside the window?
Ooh.
Am I outside your window now? By the way, lovely curtains you have.
Ha, joke's on you. I don't have curtains.
Jokes on you is just confirming what I rain you. I was just playing. Nice spread. I don't know. Yeah, I was watching that show. Working on a little animation. By the way, all the animations you're gonna see from now on my Instagram are ones that you haven't seen. Um,
Ooh.
yeah, so I got some positive like responses from the last one. Well, from the first one I put out uh,
Mm-hmm.
earlier this week. So that got me excited. So I'm just gonna make more and upload them to my Instagram.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, I'm I'm making these, right? Might as well put it out there.
For
Um,
sure.
yeah, it's been relaxing. It's been pouring like crazy, so I just been indoors all day. Um, it's nice because I like the rain. Um, to cozy up and just relax and watch TV. I want some hot chocolate now.
Oh, me
Um,
too.
right? At work
Yeah,
we
and
made hot
coffee
chocolate
cake.
for the students
Ooh,
a few
that's
days ago.
sweet.
Or was it Friday? Yeah, we did it on Friday. Yeah.
That's so
Um,
sweet.
yeah, 'cause we care about our students. Um,
And these are high schoolers or middle schoolers?
high schoolers.
Oh, aw.
Yeah, they're all young and fresh faced and trying to figure out their life.
No, you shouldn't be
I feel
figuring
old
out your
next to
life
them,
when
by
you're
the
that
way.
age.
No, I know, but
It's
I
weird.
meant they're
You're a
trying to figure
baby.
out what they're going to do after high school.
Oh, for sure. You know what? That's also a
Um,
stressful time.
it
Everybody
really
wants you to go to
is.
college, but like
Yeah.
sometimes college isn't the right path for you.
Honestly, that's how it is sometimes. It really is. Like, if college is something you want, then go for it. But if it's truly something that um you think that, like, what's the words here? Like, if it's really not for you, then don't put yourself in and that financial stress and that mental stress, just that commitment, because it really is a big commitment, and you really need to know if that's something that's going to help you move forward in your future.
Yeah.
Because
Or
maybe,
maybe you're more of a person that wants to like do like well, I don't know if these schools teach it, but like manual labor like in trade schools they teach
yeah,
you how to
trade
be like
school.
a chef or like
Yeah,
uh
that's what I was going to say. If
electrician. Yeah.
No, definitely. Because there's like a lot of, like, technically there's schools as well, but they're not like a rigorous 4 years. They're just like a couple months of like learning a trade or a craft um that will help you get a job in the future that that's practically stable, and
Hmm.
from what I heard can pay well,
Yeah.
because there's like schooling for like electricians, plumbing, computer, uh like fixing up computers,
Yeah.
um um cooking, like culinary, how you were saying. um
I should be a chef.
you should be a chef. I mean,
I cook well. Just kidding, no I don't.
and
Continue
go
on,
for it.
Emmy. Continue on.
No, I was gonna say, like, go for it, so like I could just come over and like you just cook food. um yeah, they're just like schooling for security guards as well. I know.
Oh, really?
Um one of our mutual friends was saying that she was going to do, um as she's going to do her schooling in, like, physical therapy or PT. Yeah, that's yeah,
Uh-huh.
physical therapy. She wanted to do like, um a program in an electrician, something like that. And apparently they pay really good money. Um well, that's an SF, but
She's gonna be an electrician now?
no, she's not gonna be an electrician. Like, as she's like going to school for PT, she's going to train, to be an electrician. So as she's like going to school for PT, she's going to work uh as an electrician,
Oh, I see.
and and
Gotcha.
use that money to pay off her school as well. Um, and I
That's cool.
and and that's how her brother was. She was saying her brother like knows for a fact that school wasn't for him, and
Mhm.
like he loves cars and he loves working on cars, so he wanted to do something like in the automobile industry and like go to school for that,
Oh.
or trade school, like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Uh,
Maybe I should be a mechanic. Can you see me as a mechanic, Emmy?
um,
She laughed, so that's a no.
no, it's just like
It's just kidding. I couldn't be a mechanic.
no,
I don't know
you.
anything about cars.
I mean, anyone can learn about anything, but
I
just
know,
like
but I just don't
your
see
face
myself as
as
a
a
mechanic.
mechanic.
Me all happy, like.
And like all innocent looking and like go lucky go happy, what's that phrase, go lucky,
uh,
go
shit. Happy go lucky.
go lucky kid, something like that. I don't
I
know.
think it's happy go lucky kid.
Right. But
Really,
that's
you
you,
see me as a do you see me as a happy go lucky person?
well, the way you present yourself like
Oh.
initially, you know what I mean. Like if like a stranger were to walk into like an auto shop, and you come in like with your like blue jumpsuit as a mechanic, like, oh hey, how you
What
doing?
can I do for you, sir?
Yeah, exactly. And like you just yeah, you're not the stereotypical mechanic, is what I'm saying.
Have you seen that meme that I don't know if I showed you, but it was like his paws look
What?
like this, so hers can look like this.
Oh
It's like
yeah.
the cat's a mechanic.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's all
Yes.
pissed and all with a cigarette.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen
That'll be,
those. I love
that
those
would be
memes.
me like 30 years later.
Like my hands look like this. So her hands look like that's so funny because remember earlier how we were talking about like that one YouTuber who does like those are nice guys like videos.
Yeah.
That was in one of the videos where like
Oh, really?
yeah, like but like it's the guy like the guy's hands like we our hands look like this, and it's like all gritty, it's all greasy and tough and dirty and stuff, and they're saying like our our hands look like this, so her hands could look like this, and her hands are like clean and pristine and like I don't know, have like an item and some shit. And I forgot what the comments said, but it's whatever. But basically, like that meme was in that video. Um, for those who don't know, oh shoot, I forgot about that link dump. We gotta make the link dump.
It's
Uh,
okay. When we're editing, we can like go back.
true. Like honestly, it's true, but it's easier if we just write it now and then go back. And I just forgot. Anyway,
Oh well, I
um,
forgot too. It's fine. It's our first time together.
yeah, it's fine.
We're trying our best.
First time we we are.
We're
Um,
doing our best.
but 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 we've been at this for a while. We should know. Um,
Maybe.
maybe. Well, I've been at it longer than you. You've been pretty busy.
Yeah, you've been at it longer than me. You
But
should know. No, just kidding.
you know what? I'm gonna come in there and I don't know, but
Bite
I'm just
me.
going.
Bite me.
I'm gonna fight you like a giraffe, like you and Alex.
Fight me like a giraffe, exactly.
How'd that come about with you and Alex? Like,
I have
who
no
started that?
clue. I think he did. He just sent
I
he
feel like
you
Alex
no, you
started it.
told
Yeah.
me. You told me you're like Ashum. And I was like, "What?" And you're like, "Alex wants to fight you like a giraffe." And I was like, "Okay." And then we just started sending each other like pictures or like gifs of like giraffes fighting. And then I don't know who
Yeah,
stopped.
that's
I
funny.
think I think I stopped. So would that make me the loser? Probably, huh?
No, no, it makes you more mature because you decided to stop fighting like a giraffe. Honestly, if you were to send Alex um a giraffe and told him to fight you, he would pick it up again.
Okay, let's see. Let's see
You
if
should probably
he
send him
if he's like
send him.
when he listens to this. Alex, I will fight you like a giraffe starting after you listen to this podcast episode. Everyone heard it
Yeah,
here.
Alex, if you yeah, Alex, if you even like remotely listen at this point in time, once you hear this, send Ashum a picture of giraffe and saying "fight me." I just fight her.
Exactly. Fight me.
Um, yeah,
It's pretty hard finding
fight.
pictures and
I
gifs
want to
of
see who
giraffes
wins.
fighting them.
It's not
Have you
that
ever
hard
seen a
finding
giraffe
pictures
fight?
of giraffe. What are you talking about?
It's pretty hard finding them.
Yeah, they do it with their necks.
Yeah, but
What?
like the when
I could
he
find a
brings
few.
up the picture, then I have to find another picture, and then like there's not a lot. Or like gifts. At least when I was originally fighting with Alex, I couldn't find like too many gifts.
No, okay, gifts are hard. You can't do that.
Okay, but pictures were
Were
also a little hard.
were you guys trying to send each other gifts?
Yeah, because
What are you
he
talking
sent
about?
me one, so I was like, shoot, I got to send him one.
I, l- I literally googled giraffes fighting and there's like 20 already. I see like 20. I see a bunch. You guys just lazy about it. Why is there a shark in here?
See, it's nonsense like that that also shows up.
I just sent him a random shark photo.
Also, some of these fighting pictures look like they're actually mating instead of fighting.
Mm. Mm. Oh.
Some of them look cute, like you have the neck wrapped around, so it looks like a hug.
Mm. Ashum's trying to get down,
No.
but not with Alex.
Ashton's not trying to get down in general. Ashton would rather fight like a giraffe.
Like a giraffe.
Exactly.
I. Alright. Alright. Teach their own. Um, what I wanted to say earlier, before we went on this tangent of draft fighting,
Mhm.
was that to all our listeners, you should follow the channel Sorrow TV. He's really funny.
He
Um,
really is.
he basically does a bunch of voices and narrates. He has different series on different Reddit pages, and basically he gets enough material from each Reddit page that he wants to do a series on, and narrates like the picture or the caption that um whatever people post on that Reddit page, that subreddit. So for example, he has this whole series on R nice guys and R nice girls, and he would post um like the pictures and comments that people upload to that subreddit, and like he would narrate those, and he would do funny voices for them.
And they're hilarious.
They're so funny.
It's so
Oh
funny
man.
what people say and think. You'll probably like listen to it and then be just like, "Are you serious? How old are you?"
It kind of makes you like lose hope for like finding like a
Oh yeah,
decent
for
guy
sure.
or girl, but
Definitely.
but
You'll
the way
listen to it and
he does
you'll be
his like
like, "Yeah,
voices.
love doesn't exist. Everyone's an idiot." But it's good
Yeah,
entertainment.
everyone's it.
Very good entertainment.
It really is. Especially if you want to pick me up and want to feel better about yourself.
Exactly.
Um, and he does funny voices for like all the different like characters or like people in the post, and he's really talented. And he also sings like at
Oh
the end
really? I
credits.
didn't know he sings. Oh,
Like
really?
you never heard him sing in his videos?
No.
Oh man, well, honestly,
Or
I
maybe I
watch.
didn't pay attention
Oh,
to it. I'm
oh,
too busy laughing.
well, it's mostly like at the end credits where when he's like finally finished with his video. But granted, like I binge watched all his videos, and so maybe it's not in the videos that you've seen, but more recently he's been singing in his videos at the end, especially when he's
Okay.
giving shout outs to his Patreon.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Yeah, because a lot of the fans are like, we want to hear you sing.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah,
Sarah TV is sweet.
he is pretty sweet. He's a sweet guy.
You heard it here, folks. We think Sarah TV is sweet because he sings his Patreons.
Exactly. Um,
Would I sing if they asked me? Probably not. I'm very tone deaf.
all the boys.
Ah!
I don't even know what song I would sing. Like if our listeners were like to request a song from us, oh god, that would be terrible.
Oh my god. If they chose some weird ass song, I'll be like, no.
Wait,
Like,
if you could sing, what song would you sing?
what would I sing?
I'm trying to think of a song I
Hmm.
would sing.
Um, I would sing. You know what? I'm gonna go with my genre that I love of music. I
K-pop.
would sing a rock song and I would sing a Bon Jovi song.
Ooh, ooh, look at you. I would probably sing any song from Panic at the Disco or
Ooh.
Lord, because we gotta praise her, praise the Lord,
Praise her.
praise be the Lord.
Oh,
Um,
speaking of Lord, remember how back when we were living together in like our apartment, you once asked me to like introduce you to new music?
oh yeah.
So I found this like when I was in Mexico, my cousin she like introduced me to this artist and like her music is pretty good. And like
What?
it's a bit like on the Lord vibe, but it's much softer. And I think you should check it out.
Oh, what is she called? What's her name?
Her name
What is
her
she
name
called?
is LP.
LP.
Yes.
That's funny because
You
she
should
releases
listen you should
LPs.
listen you should listen to the song LP Lost on You.
Lost
It's
on
really
Me.
good.
Is it like a love song?
It's a depressing love song, but like
Ooh.
it
For
gives you the feels. It's like it's one of those songs where like if you just got dumped and you want to listen to something and you want to like take a shot of vodka down with it, like that's your song.
oh yeah, I want to listen to this song. Think about all the heartbreaks that have ever happened.
No,
Yeah,
but
you know.
besides the point of that lyrics, like no, it's actually a pretty good song. I
Yeah,
suggest
I'll definitely check it out.
I recommend it. Yes, do. I'll send you a link
Recommend
to it.
a link. All right, sounds good. And then I can put it up on the link dump
Link dump so
below.
everyone else who's here listening can also check it out.
Yeah,
Especially if you
check it
just got
all.
dumped and you want to like sing away
Oh,
your sorrows or
yeah.
something like that, like diss your song. Diss your song.
You hear it. You hear it now, folks. This is your heartbreak song right now.
Exactly.
You know, love. Well, speaking of love songs, it reminded me of the song by Sarah Sarah Bareilles. Is that her last name? Sarah Bareilles, where she's like, where she sings that song called "Love Song." It's where like, um,
Oh
cause,
yeah, I remember.
'cause I don't want to write you a love
Write
song or
you a
something.
love song. Tell me
She also,
it's like some shit like that. Yeah, what about
she, no, it just reminded me of her. Now I'm thinking of her other songs, cause what's that other popular song she did?
I don't know. All I know her is for her love
Oh,
song.
she has a few popular ones. Right. I remember she did this one song called Gravity. It was really sad. It wasn't like super sad, but like, you know, it was it got you in the feels.
Yeah.
Barrel.
Do you okay,
Sever
this is kind of a random question, but like when you get heartbroken, do you sing
Brave.
sad songs? What?
Sorry. Um oh I'll answer that real quick, but the song Brave, remember? She sang the song Brave.
Oh
That
yeah.
that's it's not the most recent one, but it's newer than Love Song. It's like or and you know Brave, yeah. It was one of
Yeah,
like
I know Brave.
the pop jingles on the radio.
Damn, I didn't know that was her. I didn't recognize her.
Yeah, that was her.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, when to your question, when I get heartbroken, yeah, I definitely sing. Oh God, are you kidding me? Like that's how I mend my heart. Like I sing my heart out. Like if I sing when I'm happy, of course I'm going to sing when I'm sad, especially for something like that. Like I funny enough, on Spotify, I have a specific list called Heartache. Um, and it's basically just a bunch of love songs
Uh-huh.
for any time um that I'm having feelings and or they get crushed.
Aw,
um,
so sad.
but honestly, I haven't listened to it. Oh yeah, but also I haven't listened to it for a very long time, so it hasn't happened
That's good.
to say the least. But yeah, I have a playlist for like um for most occasions. Like I have a playlist if like I'm super angry or I'm super sad, um, or super happy, or if or I just want like chill and relax, um, or if I want to dance. You know,
Mhm.
I got a lot of playlists going on. What about you? Do you sing? What about
No, I don't sing. I just listen to it and then
to
I
your
just let the
question?
feels come to me. I also like
Wash over you.
recently I've started reading. You know how I told you I read webtoons?
Yeah.
So there are some webtoons that just get me in the feels. And so like when I'm like reading it, I put in the music and then I just feel the sadness. I feel the sadness for my character that I love, and then I feel the sadness from the song and then from my own heartbreak experience. And I'm just like a ball of emotion.
Oh,
You know what? I read and listen to music. That's how I deal with it. And there's this one webtoon I've been
you
reading called
read and
Yumi
listen to music.
Cells. Yes, I do. It's called Yumi Cells, and like I recommend y'all check it out. Yumi Cells. And it's about like this girl who's like, well, this woman who's like in her 30s or something like that, around that age. And like it's basically her like experience, I guess, like being an adult and like the expectations of like working in an office, trying to still pursue her dreams, and then at the same time like it goes into like her brain where like the cells for like each emotion live, and they all like talking and living and working together to try and like make Yumi happy. And such a cute webtoon, and like that webtoon gave me like a roller coaster of emotions. And so when I was reading it, I was listening to all my playlists, like the angry playlists that I have, the sad playlists. For sure the sad, because it's been sad so far. And then happy when it gets good. But yeah,
So
I read and
that
listen to music.
that webtoon is basically Inside Out
It is, but it's
or
not.
similar to Inside Out.
It's a similar concept, yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I haven't really
I'll check it
seen
out.
Inside Out, so I don't know.
Oh, you haven't seen Inside Out?
No. So I can't say.
That's
It's
another movie I recommend to everyone. Inside
it's
Out.
on my list.
It's a great film. It's on your list. It's on everyone's list. Um, but this webtoon comment though, um, it's on the internet, free webtoon.
Yes. I'll pass you the link because I really recommend it. It's a good one. And then the author who wrote
See,
it, he decided to take a break. Like he left it off at like a really good cliffhanger. And like he was like, "Hey guys, so like I'm going to be gone for like 3 months." And then everybody's like, "What? Why?" And he's just like, "I need some time. Just some time to think about myself and like myself as an author and like my writing and whatnot." And he's coming back tomorrow with a new chapter. And I'm so
ooh,
excited because it's been 3 months.
perfect timing.
I know. I'm so happy for the author. I hope the break served him well.
Yeah, especially for 3 months.
Mhm.
Like that's a long time to be on a break.
Yeah, most of the
Well,
authors I know like take a week break. But then I wonder, has he ever taken a break? Because usually when like authors and webtoons take a break, they like send out a message, but like all throughout his story there is like no message. I'm like it's a pretty long webtoon, but it's doable.
how long is it?
Um so far it's let me check. I want to say it's got like 300 chapters. But like I said, it's like
300?
it's a webtoon, so like these chapters aren't too long.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It might be less, I'm not too sure. Let me check.
Ooh, side note, um, the
What's your say?
Alex posted on Instagram for the first time in so long.
The Alex. Do I
He's
have him on Insta?
pretty sure he's enjoying
Hopefully.
himself greatly
Yay, I'm so happy.
in his
I'm
travels,
happy for him. Traveling around the world.
being cultured, or traveling part of the world. But yeah,
Lol. Okay, so it's got 326 chapters. But like I said, they're not very long.
yeah. After webtoons, I can't imagine they're too long.
Yeah, but I recommend it. I really do. It's
Yeah,
a
it sounds.
story that gives you like a roller coaster of emotions. And it makes you reflect on yourself a bit too.
Yeah, I'll make sure to listen to your playlist as I'm reading it.
My back hurts for some reason.
You're
Like
you're getting
I got
old.
up right now and I'm just like, ooh, that hurts.
How how are you sitting? Like, what?
On my
Is it because you were
stomach.
sitting for a long periods of time?
No, it's because I was on my stomach right now. And then I got
Oh,
up and moved and like, boom, pain. Is this what old feels like? Just kidding.
this is what old feels like. Oh, speaking of old, you're gonna be old soon.
Shh, no, I'm not. I'm forever 21.
Oh, okay. Do you still shop there?
Yes, because I'm forever 21.
God, you're gonna be like 40 and be like, I'm forever 21. You wear a crop top. You're gonna be 80, sagging everywhere with your
But I'm
skinny jeans.
forever 21. Uh,
Yeah, forever 21 times like two
times four.
times.
But yeah,
Oh
I'm gonna be old
God,
soon, guys. Sad.
I'm just imagining like a really old person shopping at young people's clothing stores.
Mm,
Like not to hate or anything, but also like, can you just imagine?
no. Well, yeah, I can. But props to them. They're wearing what they want and they don't care what the world has to say.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I agree, but I'm thinking about like certain clothing, and, and they're wearing because
Well,
there's
to be
certain
honest, crop tops, I don't think anyone should wear. They're not that cute. Like, I
fair enough.
question the designer's choice.
They're like, I don't feel like making a full shirt,
But
so
I'm gonna
let's just
sell it
half
at the
it.
price of a full
Full
shirt.
shirt. That leaves me with more money in my pocket.
And more
Less ma-
fabric to make half shirts.
exactly, like less material to spend, and still the same price. If
Hmm.
anything, they um um they increased the price.
True, because of like The design or something.
Yeah, some bullshit like that. I never really understood
Crop
the
tops.
craze of, well, not only crop tops, but just like the craze of designer names and whatever. Like, what is the deal?
I don't know. I don't know how like designers stuff got so famous cuz like some of their stuff is pretty ugly.
Yeah, pretty
Like
useless. Like, don't get
yeah.
me started on women's jeans. God damn it. Like, the fucking pockets. Like, I went, me and my coworker went on a rant, or
Oh
not on a rant,
yeah.
but we started complaining about like how the women's jeans, like the pockets are always so small, and then they have this stupid fake pocket. Like, why you gotta hurt my feelings like that? Why you gotta like send me mixed signals and just be fake like that? Like, we
That's true.
just put a real pocket in there, okay? Like, it doesn't hurt anyone, you know. Just
I
cause
remember
you,
though that I used to have jeans that had like full big ass pockets. And then come high school, like that's gone. And all my closet was full of jeans with fake pockets or no
oh,
pockets or tiny pockets.
um,
It was weird. It was a weird transition. I was like, where am I gonna put my phone now?
yeah, I know. Tell me about. And I mean, they still sell pockets with jeans, cause I buy them, so I obviously like know they still kind of make them, but it's just all one big marketing scheme, and because they just want us to buy like bags to put our shit in, because you don't see that happening with the guys.
True.
But clothing, you love
Those
it
pockets.
and you hate it.
Yeah. I ended up laying down on my back. It's too much work sitting up.
Yeah, I'm currently sitting in my chair that's not too comfortable. I want a new chair. I want a new desk chair.
I'm gonna, I'll get you one eventually for like some birthday in
So
some point in time that has like soft cushions.
I'm like 65, like I finally got you that chair.
And you're like, bitch, I don't need this chair. I need a special chair for old people.
For and I got that back pain and that buttritis.
But
Yeah,
right is.
arthritis for my butt. Yeah.
I don't know if that's a thing.
Then I don't think it is. Then I got knee pain. I got joint pain. You know, I got the shivers. Yeah, help me with the shivers.
Shivers. Oh, but yeah, my back was really hurting. So I was like, ugh, time to lay down. This is the consequence of getting older.
Yeah, don't grow old, guys.
Yeah. For all those listeners who are under 21, don't get old. Because that's how old I am. I'm 21.
Yeah, she's forever 21, guys.
Forever 21, exactly. Don't get older after that.
She's gonna be 80 and she's gonna be like, I'm 21 times 4. You know what? Just for that, if we're both still alive by 80, because you know life happens, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get you 4 birthday cakes. Like, mark my words. I'm gonna get you 4 birthday cakes, and each cake is gonna have 21, or maybe
And then
20
I'm
because
gonna have dementia, and then I'll be like, I don't remember this. Who are you? Or I'll have
That
Alzheimer's and I'll be like, "Who are you?"
uh, like no joke. I'm probably gonna get Alzheimer's or dementia. Like no joke. I can really feel it.
Oh
And
yeah.
like I want to go to your birthday party and be like, hello, who are you? Who's this stranger? I
Why
don't
am I
even know
here?
you. How are we friends? I hate you.
uh, but yeah, those are serious diseases, guys.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, they are prevalent in the older generation.
and millions suffer because of it, and it's a tough, long road
Yeah.
journey battling it.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you know anyone suffering, just just just, just lend a hand, help out.
Yeah. And
It's good.
support them even though it's tough.
It really is. Yeah. Um, make sure that they have the loving support and what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh,
Loving support and care.
yeah. Yeah. Make sure. Yeah. Basically. Yeah. Basically the same thing. All. um. Yeah. Like the help they need. Um. Yeah. All those. I'm just gonna end it like that.
Yeah.
Um.
They get the point. That's the overall
That's the
point.
main thing, basically. It is truly an uphill battle.
Yeah.
Um.
What
I
else have you
feel
done
like.
today, Emmy?
Oh. Um. What what else have I done?
Yeah.
Um. Uh. Just just playing games. I haven't been able to do much, because of work. But when I do, I mostly play games. I started replaying Life is Strange season one.
Mhm.
I'm on episode two. It's going well. I still have the feelings.
I saw.
Um, yeah, I started replaying it because like yeah, I finished Before the Storm, but also
Mhm.
Avino recently finished it as well. Um,
Oh, that's good.
yeah, he told me he enjoyed it. Um, and so I was just asking him a bunch of questions, and we were just going back and forth of like what we did or how he felt, and like some of his comments were like really hilarious because we would be talking, he would tell me that like he truly understands now how it feels like a vulnerable, lonely teenage girl and feel and feel like every like the whole world's against you and you can't trust no one, especially the men in your life. Like
Oh my
everyone's
gosh.
terrible and like and you feel like you're always being preyed upon and like you're about to be assaulted at any given moment.
Oh my gosh.
That's basically the impression he got from the game.
He's
Um
like, I get it now.
yeah, he gets it. He understands what it means to be a teenage girl.
Uh,
Um like he's being half serious or half jokingly, but he generally from what but well from what I got, he genuinely enjoyed the game.
that's good.
He he picked a different ending that I did, which I don't blame him. But like we talked about it, and he said like he low key like regrets it. He might wanna. Uh, but I was telling him that whatever ending you do pick, like me personally, like you regret it. You regret it either way because you can't have it all. and you wish you
Hmm.
can, but you can't. So you really have to choose. And yeah, it's a tough battle. It's tough deciding the final choice at the end.
Hmm.
Um, but other than that, um, not really up to anything else. Not yet, anyway. So I'm just doing some things.
That's good.
Um, we should we should wrap this up.
Yeah. So, we've been talking for a while. And now
No.
it's time for us to go because we have things to do. But thank you all for listening. This is Ashum, and this is Emmy.
Bye, guys. Bye.
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 Okay.
God. I will. Did you stop your recording?
Yeah, stopped. Oh shit. Why isn't it stopping?